Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is a test, and this is a redo of our trip in Alaska. We're based out of Merril Field, or we're flying to Merril Field, Anchorage, and there were a few hiccups in the first attempt, so I want to make sure I can smooth those out. One, you make sure you always put down your landing gear when you're flying on floats, when you land on a runway. So I wanted to make sure I fixed that, and then also make sure I do the refuel. I made it to the last destination, but it complained, so I feel like I want to perfect those things. And it was a beautiful scenery, so I am redoing it so I can also make it very proficiently, or increase my proficiency in a way. So there's nothing wrong with perfection or trying to be better. So thank you for joining me. Yeah, you're gonna see some very amazing views.
Airlines, you fly locals and tourists to destinations throughout South Central Alaska. In this trip, you'll take your passengers on a scenic 𝘓𝘓𝘓𝘓 tour. The goal is to give your passenger the most scenic experience you can.
This is a very beautiful plane. I am actually already continuing this. So let's see. I want to restart. Please forgive me. I want to start from the takeoff process. I do not want to start in the middle of a flight. I want you guys to see how it is from yeah. I really want to see the takeoff all the way through. So bear with me. If you're just joining, this is a redo of my first attempt at flying in Alaska.
Airlines, you fly locals and tourists to destinations throughout South Central Alaska. In this trip, you'll take your passengers on a scenic 𝘓𝘓𝘓𝘓 tour. The goal is to give your passenger the most scenic experience you can.
Yeah, this is very beautiful here. So I want to get ready, get a few things going. Let's go. All right, so the first trip, first leg, we're going to take off. We're actually going to land at PAMR Buddy Woods Municipal Airport, and it's expecting you to refuel there. So that I want to make sure that we can do, because the last time it didn't automatically refuel, so that was my fault. I should have paid much attention to the fuel gauges, so we'll do that this time to make sure that we have a safe and properly planned flight. My MFD came out, but the PFD is not coming out, so let's fix that real quickly. I'm going to close all those, go back. Let me see if this works. Okay. That one worked. All right. So what I'm doing here is making sure that my instruments are visible on my alternative monitor. I have a very smaller monitor, just to make sure I can see the instruments when I'm flying. So I just went ahead and took care of that. So I'll show you what that looks like real quickly. So this is the instrument screen I can see while we're flying, even if I'm off screen from the main monitor. So I just wanted to make sure that was up and ready. Autopilot is already set up. All right. And as far as fuel, right now our fuel we will be able to fuel at the next location. So okay, let's take off. Release the brakes. Lights, camera, action. Airspeed's a lie. Instruments in the green. And take off. Rotate. I can pitch for the climb out. Right now we're at 400 and climbing. And at 500 now I can start turning onto the path. Alright, so let's establish our altitude for now. Turn on the autopilot. And first let's set the altitude to what we want. I'm going to start off at 1500 feet so I can see some of the view. And so we could climb out. Actually, okay. All right. So now I can turn on the navigation on the autopilot, make sure that it will, right, so it's taking me on course so that I can follow the paths. If you can see the GPS MFD on the right in the cockpit, you can see it's aligning up to the magenta line on the GPS screen to the right. And with that, it is now on autopilot. We can somewhat look around a little bit because it's very beautiful here. So So yeah, let's get back in the cockpit. Just to, right now I'm going to start climbing. I'll be climbing to, let's go to 2.5 for now, 2,500 feet. And I can put that into the autopilot, and that is in the autopilot right now, and we are climbing now. I'll climb at around 400 feet per minute. So right now it's climbing. So right now I could climb a little bit faster actually. Let's climb a little bit. Let's go to 600 feet per minute climbing. And thank you for being here. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat, or let me know if you've participated in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you have any experience flying any of these missions. I am also doing this because I want to get familiar with the autopilot, because I want to resume my flight training after I finish my aerospace engineering next semester. So this is a good way to use the cockpit, autopilot, and the instruments. So please give me your feedback. So we're almost at 2,500 feet right now. It's a little bit windy. It's I'll show you outside. It's very scenic, very beautiful, lush vegetation, nice mountains, some snow. I can also look out a little bit to zoom into different areas. Zoom out. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's a very beautiful place in Alaska. I've never been, but it's nice. we're going on to our next leg of the trip. Right about now, I want to go up to 3,000 feet because we have some mountain ridges coming up, 3,005, and we're going to be flying very high into the mountains. So let's go up to 3,000 feet right now. I am dialing this in to the autopilot, setting the altitude, and then I have to set the vertical speed that I wanted to climb. And I'm going to set it to I'm climbing at 650, 700 feet per minute. You can see we're climbing right now. We're at 3,000 feet and climbing. Right now we're climbing up to 4,000 feet. Right now at 3,500 feet and climbing. We'll be traveling over the mountain ridges, so we want to climb, but for now I go to 4,000 and then later I'll go up to about 7. We're going on the next leg of our waypoint. Let's look outside. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. At my next stop, I'll refuel. I need to refuel at my next stop. I'll show you my next view. This is so beautiful here. Oh, you know, I made another boo-boo. I should have already had my full flaps up. I had one notch, but I will recover that. Look at these mountains coming over here. Wow. And bear in mind, this is actually from the 40th edition of the Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a remake of the 2004 Microsoft Flight Simulator mission that I'm doing right now. So this is amazing. I'll be coming up to my next. I have to start slowing down and descending because we are about to land at hold on. I'm about to land, so I have to actually let's go down. I have to slow down. I have to go to about 1,500. Let's go down to 1,200 feet. And I'll come into the pattern. You can see we're gonna do a stop at the airport below. This is at PAAG. That's the ICO abbreviation. And we're descending. I might want to descend a little bit faster. So I could join the pattern. Actually, I'm going to take off the autopilot so that I could go around and land. I added first notch of flaps. Second notch flaps. I'm at 1,400 feet right now. You know what? I might have to. I misjudged it, but I should have lined up better, but I'll.
500.
Wasn't the all right, so the objective here is to refuel. So let's get off the runway. And then I'll look around to make sure. Let me stop and see if I can figure out where I can refuel here. Is there an FBO here? I see something. Let's... Okay, I came off the wrong side, probably. The FBO is over there. Okay. I'll turn around and... Alright, let's do this. Oh. I probably landed at the wrong airport. So let's see if I can resolve this. I thought I landed at the right one. So let's see. I'm gonna see where I am. Make sure I think there's another airport right beside us, so let me see if there's any signage on this airport to make sure this is where I should be refueling, because it should already... Nope, there's nothing on it. All right, we'll take off and go back. Find the right airport I should be going to. Okay. I guess I should say Pilatus 555. Request taxi for takeoff or holding on runway 34. But this is an unmanned airport, so I'll allow us taking off for runway 34. Airspeed's alive. So I have to find that airport. I made a mistake, so I'll go and fix it. That's why it's important to do a flyover when you're not sure. That way you can at this point, let me see if I can okay, I don't need to climb anymore. It's actually very beautiful here, guys. Alright, I'm 3,000 feet. Definitely don't need to climb any more, but I need to come around. I need to start losing altitude. Coming back around. Okay, that was... Why was that flashing? Let's fly by this to make sure. Okay. I'm gonna go out and come back around and land. For all signs, it seems like that's where I should be landing. So I'm going around, doing a go around to land. I did a flyover actually, so I want to come back and land. Put down, flaps down, start descending. Gas, undercarriage mixture, my gumps, my gumps check. That should have already been done, but landing gears down, a little bit more power. Don't want to come in too low. I'm already high, anyways. Yeah, let's see if I can go get some gas. If I can't refuel, I'm gonna run into issues again. Alright, I see people here. let's look at the instructions one more time, just to make sure. So I'm at PAAQ right now, and all right, where can I get gas around here? Let's go here, checklist. Right now I'm trying to figure out a few things here. I need to make sure I can refuel. The last time I landed and then took off, it gave me a warning that I ran out of fuel, even though I still had fuel when I landed at my last destination. So I want to make sure I figure out how to reload here or to refuel, or I just have to do a direct path to the location I'm going, because I won't take the scenic route. Because the fuel I have can probably take me there directly if I don't follow the path that they have in the autopilot for the flight plan. So let's see here real quickly. Oh yeah, that's where I landed. So where do I... Okay, I landed here, I got off, but now I need to... Doesn't make any sense. All right, let's go down this path right here. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and take off because I don't see anywhere here to refuel, and Yeah, I don't know if this is a glitch in this because I can't figure out where to. Normally, it automatically would tell you you complete this leg check. Um, Let me go down to the other end just to make sure. Okay, I see a truck down here. Oh, there's a fuel truck right here. Huh. Interesting. I wonder, do I have to pull up beside the truck or what do I need to do? All right, there's the fuel truck. So, okay. Let's see if I have to line up right here. I don't know. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out. I need to get the fuel because if I don't get the fuel, I can't move on to my next. I'm on 21%. This doesn't make any sense. All right, let's go on the checklist one more time. I am having a problem here. Oh. Strange. I don't know. Let me just shut down and hopefully it doesn't allow me to shut down anyways. All right, you know what? I just have to go to the I think there's a glitch in this. It doesn't give me any option. Normally it automatically will refill you once you touch down, or it will give you some direction, but for it, the truck is right here. This is a fuel pump, and I'm running out of fuel just sitting down, so I have to just go. My next, let's see the nav log reach real quick. And if I zoom out, okay, PAMR, that's where I should be going. Okay. So I'm just gonna go directly to PAMR because this is not, I don't have enough fuel. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. I'll go back to there because that doesn't help. So let's go to direct to I'm almost there, guys. I'm setting up, making sure I can go direct to PAMR because I don't have enough fuel to follow the flight plan that they have for me, so I'll just go directly back and land and call this. Alright, that's it. Enter, enter. That's it. I can't do anything else because it wouldn't be safe to do anything else in this case. All right, we're going to take off and head to PAMR Airport. All right, flaps up to takeoff position, trim. Lights, camera, action, let's go. Right rudder. Airspeed's alive. Instruments in the green, take off, roll out. I'm a little bit discouraged with this because I think I did everything that I needed to do in order to make sure I could, alright, refuel. In the other missions in the 40th anniversary, mind you, this was a remake of the 2004 Microsoft Flight Simulator, so they did a mission. So I'm going to turn on the autopilot right now. It's doing its thing. It's bringing me back on path. And so at least this leg is not too far. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys joining. Let's fix the altitude as I think I'll just fly 2,500 while I'm going like yeah, 2,000 feet right now. And all right. All right, so we're heading to PAMR Airport. We should have taken another route, but when I landed at the last airport, there was no way to refuel based on the flight plan that was set up for this mission. So I don't have enough fuel to continue on, so I'm just going back to the direct to the original, well, destination instead of taking the scenic route. I can show you what it looks like here. It's actually pretty beautiful. It's amazing. Flying in Alaska. So landing gear up, flaps up. Yep. So we just took off from a previous airport. I'm going too fast anyways, so I'll reduce the throttle. But it's actually pretty beautiful. I can show you, you can zoom in different locations to see what it looks like. So let's go back inside. Please feel free to ask a question or give your feedback in the chats. We're live on Twitch and on YouTube, so this is amazing. So we can actually come over here. Wow, this is so real. Looks so real. There's another airport coming up here, but that's not where we're going. It's pretty windy. Wow. It's amazing here. We're flying over another airport here. So beautiful. When I land at the other airport, I'm going to see if there's an option to refuel. We're about 5 minutes out. You could see the airport here. So we're gonna do a left pattern when we go in. Oh, thank you for the like. We're coming up to the airport, so we're about to land, and I'll turn off the autopilot now, since I'm gonna do a left pattern. I'm going down to about 1200. Let's trim out a little bit more. It's not the best 45-degree entry, but into the pattern, but we're coming down. Okay. Oh no, I think I made the wrong, this is not the right airport. This is another airport. So the airport that I need to go to is a little bit further out. Good thing. Alright, I am going to line up. Alright, I'm gonna put in a notch of flaps. Slow down. Start descending. And I'm coming around to land. Okay, let's line up a little bit better. Okay, so we're at 1100 feet. Lining up, add another notch of flaps and make sure my landing gear is down. So landing gear is down. And I don't want to come down too low over the buildings. So I'll have to maintain this altitude a little bit more until add a little bit more power. I'm on the,
500.
all right, I'm on the glide path right now. I'm already in full flaps and I'm a little bit high now, so let's line up a little bit more. Let's trim. Add some more power. Okay, back on the glide path. I'm at 300. A little bit high, but we get it back. All right. All right, so I was able to touch down okay. So I had some issues where I couldn't refuel at my last stop, so I had to go directly to the location leg. I couldn't take the scenic route, so the tourists are pretty mad at me, I guess. That's the mission. I'm supposed to be taking these tourists around, but if I don't have enough fuel, I can't go. So let me get off the runway and see what they say. It probably didn't even consider this completed, but what can I say? There's another leg, I guess. Let's go back here and look at the nav. Oh, that's the VFR. I'm just going to do another mission because for some reason something is wrong with this. Because there's no way. Yep. Alright. I'm going to do another mission real quick. Let's go to the main menu. I might do a landing challenge, but I told people I'll be flying in Alaska, so let's see if there's anything else for Alaska on this one. Let's see. Another Alaska. So this was the 40th anniversary. So this is where I found the Alaska and float plane, and this was from the MSFS 2004, and that's the one I did. I just flew, but it doesn't show up as completed because I am having some issues with that. Right, well, let's go back to the activities. Let's see if there's any discovery flights in Alaska where we can... Wow. Let's see which... I'm looking for another one in Alaska. It's Seattle. Let's see the landing challenges. Or bush trips, yeah. Iceland. This is really nice. I just completed an Alaskan trip, so I'm looking for another Alaskan trip. There was a glitch in that where it wasn't allowing me to refuel, so I could move on. So I flew back to the original, direct to the destination airport without the scenic route. So looking to see if I can find another Alaskan trip. It is beautiful there, so. let's see here. Yeah, I don't see any. See Iceland. Boost strips. Let's go to the landing challenges. They might have some here. Let's go to famous and see if there's any Alaskan. If not, end this and start another one on another bush trip, because I wanted to do the Alaskan. Sweden. All right. There's Nevada. I'll have to change this. I'll make it more general. I'm gonna have to stop the live or change the live and then restart it so I could save my past trip and then restart it on another title. So thank you for joining me. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to restart the live. All right. I'll change the title because I'm finished flying in Alaska. So I'm going to go ahead and fly another one and change the title accordingly. All right. So let's go ahead.